Welcome to the 14th episode of the Clubhouse with me, Austin, and my co-host, David. I think today we're going to be talking about a lot of these newly revealed cards from the 30th anniversary set, as well as the new Delta Rain set featuring Mega Rayquaza. Not all of them have been revealed yet, so there's still a lot of unknown, but we're here to share our uninformed opinions on these cards. What have you been up to, David? Been playing
Hello.
much Poke?
Been playing some poke. I kind of caught a little GLC bug. I don't know, something about this off season's kind of like lighting my fire a little bit more. I'm not quite like webcam grinding like I used to, but I've been playing a little bit more. Just kind of trying to like refine my lists and it's tough because I'm trying to grind like Ursaluna especially, but I don't really want to like subject people to like 10 games in a row versus Ursaluna, for example. So playing lots of water spread, the Kyle's cream deck, and dark. Because I think the new Crobat is really fun. Um, I think the new set Pitch Black is gonna have some crazy not crazy, but some subtle upgrades, we'll say, to the dark deck, so I'm excited for those. And yeah, otherwise been chilling. I went dancing this weekend. I went running, enjoyed a long weekend, which is like the perfect night to like it's hard to like rave on a Saturday night and then just like do nothing all Sunday because then you're straight back into the week on Monday and it's like your laundry's not done, your dishes not done. But if you rave on Friday night, it's like perfect. You can do absolutely nothing on Saturday, but then catch up all the way on Sunday. So this all to say my laundry's done. How are you? What are you up to? You're grinding.
Uh, not Pokemon.
No,
I don't think I've played a game of Pokemon in real life in almost the whole month of June.
I did not see you at locals.
Yeah, I've been like pretty busy and not much to really grind right now. There's no like locals, even though I haven't really been to locals this whole calendar year now that I think about it. Um, I don't think like anything post rotation I've like really been to that much. I did go to indie regionals and I think I did like one prep tournament in real life with it, but I did like first time a deck there as we've mentioned before. Didn't go to NAIC. And unless they announce somewhere cool for regionals, I don't know if I'm really going to be going to regionals much.
Yeah, saving up for that NAIC Chicago trip.
Oh yeah, the
That's gonna
CTA
go
is
so
probably going to
crazy.
increase. They might
Yeah,
increase
yeah.
prices, so I might have to budget it. That'll be chill.
That's
We
so real.
should get an Airbnb in downtown.
Bro, we can host the Airbnb.
True. Should we do the Clubhouse Invitational at NAIC?
We gotta be careful. I almost just doxed one of our locals by like mentioning very specifically where they live. I can't be doing that.
No, no. Post it in the post it in the description
We'll
for our
be showing we'll
true
be showing
fans.
up at Redacted's house. Everyone's invited. Do not book
True.
hotels. Come stay at Redacted's house.
Yeah. I should open up an Airbnb low key because I have like a guest bed right next to me
Yeah,
that no one's gonna be using.
be like perfect B&B for the NAIC.
Yeah, got a pull-out couch also. I've hosted like a good amount of people now I think about it.
$10,
Anyways,
$5
maybe
Uber from the venue or whatever.
maybe that should be the reward for the mid-season Clubhouse Invitational. You get to stay on my pull-out couch.
That's a real, yeah, for our number one fan.
True. I think our number one fan doesn't live too far away from me. You know who
Oh
you are.
man.
Yeah, but instead of playing Pokemon, I've been grinding Xbox achievements recently.
Yes.
And namely, I've been grinding Bolantro. I think I'm the only person who plays it on the Xbox
Hmm.
instead of a PC because I like sitting on my couch
Yeah, yeah.
and playing it. And
And they
like
have it in like
I feel
mobile
like
too, right?
yeah, it's like Balatro doesn't have like cross play saves. It's like a big issue it has. So I'm the big for people who don't know Balatro. You have all these jokers that modify your hands, your poker hands. And the real test of mastery is the hardest of difficulty winning a run with every single joker. And you have to do this over a huge amount. And as of
Yeah, like 150 of them.
150, and as of July 6th, I'm at 149 out of 150. And the only one I have left is a common joker loyalty card that is actually so bad that like I haven't even just like thrown it in at any given point and been like, I'll just get this.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it's like I think within the next probably a week I'll get it if I keep on playing. But beyond that, I I cleaned up some achievements in a game that was bugged, Jedi Fallen Order. I had like a bug achievement for like a year, and then I read like the forums, and people were like, "Oh yeah, it just doesn't track after a certain point, and you just have to assume that you're like working towards it and doing it correctly."
Oh, nice.
And then yeah,
Wait,
what other
are you?
games? Oh yeah, I'm done with that. So now I'm at 30 games. I think I've gotten all the achievements at
Dang.
over my like career, and I think I took it seriously like 2024 is whenever I first started going into like getting achievements, and it's been like through bursts.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, so
Yeah, you
now
gotta
I'm
like
doing
make a push
cleanup,
for it. That's so real.
and it's like if you lock in and like read through the achievements, like is there anything I should be worried about missing? It's not that hard to get like the achievements in most games if you're like not bad at them. But where I'm entering is because I've had this Xbox account since 2011, my completion rate is really bad.
Oh
So my
yeah.
goal for the rest of the year is to clean it up. And I have like some games that are notoriously like kind of difficult to get all the achievements in. Super Meat Boy
Mhm.
is like considered really difficult. On
Yeah.
PlayStation, it's worse because there's one where you have to beat each world without dying once.
Oh my
And
God.
Xbox, you can do it one world at a time. So it's like all I think it's like 20 levels. You have to
Yeah.
beat them in a sequence.
Right.
But Xbox does not have that achievement.
Amen.
And then Dark Souls requires like a couple different runs to do it all.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so yeah, that's gonna be my goal instead of playing Pokemon. Unless a deck comes out that I really like, which I think there's one on here that I might. The new hide and seek deck that kind of seems fun,
Yeah.
but there's one we're talking about that I think might be like fun to play if it's not dog water trash. Like I think it might be.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. No, that's so good. I've done a few 100%. It's such a satisfying feeling to lock in that last one.
Yeah, I think that the problem with Xbox, and it's always had this problem, is that like a lot of the most satisfying games to do 100% are like not on the platform. It's like the Mario games are really fun. Some of the PlayStation exclusives have like really fun 100%. Spider-Man had a really good one, and I did
Yeah.
do that whenever I was a PlayStation 4 head.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's
switched back
super.
to Xbox because I couldn't get a PlayStation 5 whenever I wanted to get a new console.
Real. No, that's so real. I've been thinking about Switch 2. I always said when Switch 2 came out, I would, or like Switch Pro came out, I would get it, but still no.
There's a lot of like
Could be a
fun Switch
Christmas
2
gift or
games.
something.
Ooh, they're raising the price, sadly. Uh, but there's some
Oh,
fun games on the Switch. Fire Emblem, that one's coming out. Um, there's a game that like oh Rhythm Heaven. I'm really bad at rhythm games, but those are like fun to have and grind through.
no, and I never had Switch 1, so like all that Switch 1 shit's gonna be hitting like first time. Loki, I never played like
Yeah,
Breath of the Wild, and that was a Wii U game.
true. Yeah, Breath of the Wild is fun. That game is not a fun game to do 100% in.
No, a lot of running, I imagine.
Yeah, well, it's like these like little Korok seeds.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce
Yeah,
anything in
it's like a
Zelda
fetch
games.
quest or something like that, right?
Yeah, I think the problem is that they weren't like marked on the map,
Oh,
but it's a weird. Open world games are really weird to do like 100% in. Um, so that's another game. Red Dead Redemption is apparently like a pretty brutal like time waste,
yeah, yeah. I
and I
imagine.
played through that, but I've heard it's pretty fun. But I can't do it. I don't know if I have that time commitment. That would be like a couple month grind to do all of it for me. Balatro has been like almost 2 years off and on that I've gone, and I got to the point where I was like, I had an epiphany that like if you just push pairs every single blind
Yeah,
or every single run, your win rate is like super high. So that's how
really.
I've been able to like get everything. Yeah, pairs are so broken and
Pairs are
like
bust.
pretty much it's like pairs, high card, and like straights.
I was kind of a flush. I mean, I'm very new to the game. I'm kind of a flush truther.
Yeah, flushes is like
It's
there's a
like baby
meme.
mode. I feel like I'm turning my brain off.
Well, you lose a discard
Right.
at one of the antes blue, I think is the one.
Yeah, yeah. That's the one I just started.
Yeah, that makes it where like flushes are really good in the early ones where you can discard three hands or
Yeah.
discard three times, but they get like turbo nerfed. So they're just like not good unless you can like manipulate your entire deck. But even then, like there's better things you can
Oh,
be doing.
right, right. Yeah, it's kind of like so you can get into the straight flush, it feels like. But this is not fun.
Yeah,
Wait, let's get into it.
true, true, true.
We got some new cards. I got them pulled up. First among them, we have from the 30th anniversary set. I don't think we have everything. There's like some bulk revealed from like the main set. Um,
Mm.
there's like a Greninja, there's like a Sylveon. But quite interestingly, there's this Mew EX, 160 Psychic, and it's got Memory Helix, so it can copy the attacks of any Pokemon on your side of the field. Uh, required, of course, like the energy to do so. Um, this is like kind of a busted effect. It's been busted before. I think the
Mhm.
original Mew EX had like straight up 90 HP, so considerable buff to that one. Um, and Psychic is a pretty good type to be right now because you can combo with the Lilies. You hit the Lucarios for weakness, if anyone's out there believing in Lucario, but what do you think?
I think it's good. I think it's gonna be just like a generic include for some decks. Like a lot of these kind of bench sitter support Pokemon are gonna be rotating out Fezes, Teal Mask, Ogerpon, or I guess all of them are. pretty much all the terrors are going to be rotating out. Now I think about it.
Talking about next year.
But I think like something that's also really good about it is that it has free retreat.
True.
Um, there's no like real energy acceleration, and also like with the megas, it's going to be able to trade up, even though it gets like one hit
Yeah.
KO. This is also going to be like boss fodder, uh, which is kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of ways to like accelerate energy right now. Like we don't really have a rain dance. Um, I guess like there's a new card we're going to talk about later that does accelerate energy. Now that I think about it, so maybe there's like a combo there. But even then, it's like, what are you copying on your side? And is this going to be the thing you want to? Are there going to be like enough Pokemon with psychic weakness?
Right. Right.
Like maybe this is like a toolbox deck. This could pair with like Prism Energy pretty well.
True. Yeah.
Um, maybe like Legacy, something like that. Well, if you're playing Legacy, then your deck probably sucks. Now I think about it. Um,
I'm thinking you can copy any mega attack. So you can
yes.
like push this instead of your low punny, still get the damage, but you're pushing two
Mm,
prizer. Um, Same with like Lucario, like any mega basically, that you can just kind of keep on your bench, but push this thing instead. I think it'll work nicely too. So it's kind of nice to have that buff because honestly, the megas they're cool and all, but they've mostly flopped in comparison to the ever-present Dragapult.
yeah. That is like a good call out that this does pair really well with Lopunny
Yeah,
because you're going to be able to push it up. And it's going to attack for one. It's only one prize, even though it's going to get knocked out. But you can still put yourself on like
two,
go
three,
like two,
three.
three, three potentially.
Right, right.
Um, honestly, this might go well with like a lot of in that deck with the Frostlass also that Evan was playing that we talked about in the last podcast. Um, yeah, I like it's hard to think about this where it's like Polt fodder as like why would you not just attack with the Polt? And the Clefairy does it just as well. Crispin's still in
True.
format.
Yeah,
So
he
this could
is.
go in with like those Crispin box decks where you're already playing Crispin and you have like a huge bench of Pokemon and you just want to hit that psychic weakness.
Yeah.
Uh, I keep
Right,
on
right.
thinking like as I'm thinking about the analysis, I'm thinking it can also do your opponent's bench, but that's not true. It's only yours. So there's like a limiting factor where it's like you can't copy um the opposing Polt.
Yeah.
So you have to have something on your side that does like enough damage and you're attaching it to this as opposed to that Pokemon.
Right. Yeah, I think like
So it's
160
like,
would be your magic number for Lily's Pult knockout.
yeah. I mean, it's like a high potential card and it's going to be good at some point. Like it's there's no doubt in my mind that it's going to
Yeah.
like be in a top list in like the first couple tournaments.
I
The question is
remember,
like where does this fit in?
yeah, certainly. I remember this card fondly for its place in Empoleon Aselgor, which was like a
Mm.
2013 deck you would play. And Aselgor was like deck and cover, so you could do
Mhm.
paralysis plus some damage, and it would shuffle all the cards back into your deck, including the DCE that it cost. But so you'd set up one Aselgor, and then you would use Mew EX over and over again to just copy that guy and shuffle your Mews back in deck. So you could keep a single prize board with your Empoleons, just like drawing. It had like generic trade, I'm pretty sure, and you could just trade away, keep drawing your DCEs. You could draw DCE like 10 times a game. It was great. But yeah, that was like a
Yeah.
strong way to play as well.
Yeah,
So
maybe there is something like that.
any kind of
Where it's
card
like,
that yeah has those weakness.
yeah, there's probably like some broken combo. I'm not on Twitter anymore, so The only time I'm on Twitter is whenever we post a new episode. Yeah, so I'm not like I don't see the Jake Gearhart clicking with this or people that are posting like the worst combo ever
Yeah,
on Twitter being like, did I just break the format?
yeah, yeah,
But I imagine this is like a cooker's card
yeah.
where there has to be like some good combos on there.
No, absolutely.
But it's also so far in the future where it's like, where does this fit in? It'll probably be like the set for like the first regional after this
Yeah,
year.
after Worlds, maybe.
Hmm.
Yeah, I forget exactly the release schedule.
Yeah, it might be
Coming
like
up for the
a
30th
couple.
anniversary.
Yes, there has to
Um,
be a. Let me scroll on this internet webpage to see if I can figure it out.
yeah. While you clarify, I'll clarify as well that our next card is from the set either before or after this. This is from the Rayquaza set, which I believe is called like Storm Emeralda. This is Mega Rayquaza. It's so new, we got the translation here. This is a Mega Basic. It's got 280 and it's colorless. And the ability says when you put it from your hand to your bench, look at the top four of your deck, attach one basic energy you find to the Rayquaza, shuffle the rest back in. And then for Fire, Lightning, Colorless, you're doing 50 times the number of Fire and Lightning attached to all your Pokemon. Um, so this is kind of like one of those, of course, scaling with the amount of energy attacks you have in play. I'm thinking about like Raging Bolt, of course, Chen Pao, of course. Um, these are strong. Those do more. But the benefit of Rayquaza here, 50x, this is the energy you have in play, Fire and Lightning, and it stays in play. It doesn't go anywhere. So if you're like charging up your next Rayquaza, if you've got it stuck on Iona's Belly Bolt, it doesn't really matter because uh, it's not getting discarded. So even when Rayquaza gets knocked out, you're only losing that number of energy, that amount of damage. Um, the cost is kind of goofy, but this card does have good support, which we'll get to in a bit. What was your first reaction on this?
Yeah, I this is the deck I was talking about that I would be interested in if it's good. Like, I think there's a lot of potential where you are, of course, like the energy stays on board. And people are playing hammers, but will this continue forever is a question. I think you got to see after Worlds.
Right.
But the ability of being able to like look at cards on your deck, you can manipulate the top cards of your deck like not super easily, but there are ways to do it.
Yep. We got the Academy.
So it's like there's ways to there's Cypher's Maniac also that's going to be in format for a little bit longer.
Yep.
Uh, so you can
Color's
Cypher two
Tenacity
on.
could guarantee it every time.
Yeah. So there's ways to go around it, and like base for this, it's really base like 150. There's still the Electrikes in format, I think.
Yeah.
The ones that have Dynamotor. So there's also that. We see Ray Eels again.
True.
There's
Speaking
just like
speaking of 2013 decks.
yeah, there's a lot of like really interesting synergy that this has. And 280 is like not easy to knock out, especially on a basic. It is three prizes, but what is the card? I think it's like Wally's is the one that lets you like reset.
Yeah.
And that also has like synergy with the attack or with the ability, where like you Wally's it and then you play it again and see if you can like get them back on this. So it's like you attach a basic energy you find there. You pull it up that it's about ready to get knocked out. And
Okay,
then sometimes you can just
I don't know if
pray.
I'd call that synergy, but I see what you're
It's
saying.
synergy. It's synergy
Put
because you
the
can
energy
try and
back
get
on
it
top.
back.
Academy at night.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I'm with you.
Does this have like a stadium? I can't remember if there's anything else you would want to play.
Oh, true.
Imagine this with Cape. That should be so good. 380, and then like you have so much on board, it's hard to knock it out.
No, certainly. And there's like such a value too in being able to say like I can put up this certain number. It's huge, and I'm swinging for that huge number for the rest of the game. And
Mhm.
there's kind of like no way you can advance past it, you know, like aside from just like totally board wiping them, which always would be great, but like once you get all that energy, it can put up this like crazy wall of kind of impossible, but it's always like late, like it's hard to get to that point where it's just like so much value on board.
Yeah. And then like skipping ahead, there are outside of like Academy of Night, there is a stadium you'd want to play before this
True, a two
or
of
over
maybe.
this. Yes.
We'll get
You'd
to that.
want to
We'll get to
play
that.
you'd want to play ahead of this. But there's like some interesting support for it.
Yeah,
I think there are like there's a deck here.
yeah.
The question is how good is this deck? Like there is a pretty like decent like this is what your turn one attack should be, I guess. Um, but the real problem with this deck is you need 7 on board to knock out a Dragapult,
Right.
which is like the perennial issue with like most decks is the effort it takes for Dragapult to like two tap you is way less than it takes for you to one tap a Dragapult.
That's why we're getting the belly bolt involved.
Yeah, that's so ass. If this deck's playing, you're probably playing like so much lightning and fire. It's going to
Yes.
be absurd.
No,
And
you can play like three fires.
no, because you want the champion's roar to hit every single time.
So just get lightnings.
No, but you need the lightning acceleration is going to be like way easier. It's probably going to
Yeah,
be
exactly.
like
You attach the fire for turn. This is how they do it in
yes,
Ray Eels. You're always Dynamotor the lightning and attach the fire for turn.
yeah, that's fair. I feel like three.
Keep the
I
fire
don't
in
even
play.
know. God, see, that's a problem with a deck like this. With
Right, right.
like Maridon, everything's lightning, so it doesn't really matter. You just need to hit A energy. But with
Yeah, and you
this,
only need to hit like the value you only get hitting one.
yes,
Yeah. No, and I think like
but
you only need as many fires as you need Rayquazas to swing with, which is probably like two or three. Real talk. They'll be easy to find. We got more support for this. We'll
mhm.
continue our discussion, but in a moment we gotta talk about this Talonflame. This was revealed alongside the Rayquaza. With this ability, if it's in your hand, it's a Sage 2, of course. Talonflame EX 280. Uh, if it's in your hand and you have a colorless Mega Evolution in play, you can just slap it straight onto your bench. And then for 2 energy, it does 150, and you can search your deck for 2 cards, put them into your hand. This thing also has free retreat, naturally kind of synergizing with the Rayquaza. There are other Mega colorless Pokemon. Like there's Lopunny, of course. There's Audino. Um,
It's gone.
Kangaskhan, obviously. Obviously, Kangaskhan.
Choke.
Um, so it's not hard to find a deck to play this in. The question is, what are you getting when you play this thing? You're using Claw Hunt, perhaps. It's a pivot. It's got 280. What do you think?
Oh, I think this is kind of bad.
It does look a little
See,
buns.
the problem is that it's too energy. Like if it was less than 2. Honestly, if it was 1 energy and if it did no damage, this card would be busted. Because you would just try and retreat lock people and just spam claw hunts and try and like set up these crazy boards.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of hand disruption, so it's staying in your hand most likely. Especially if you're doing no damage, you're not taking prizes. So it's like
No, you're doing
peeking.
150 damage.
Yeah. So it's like you're two tapping it, which it is good. But the problem is that like you have to attach 2 energy. This card is like the best whenever you play it first turn. And like I understand that's why they made it 2 energy.
Yeah.
So you can't just like slam this down. You have a 280 HP Pokemon in the active, and you just got 2 cards. Like that's insane value.
Right, right.
But in making this balanced, it kind of made it unplayable. But
Yeah.
it is like a wall, like 280 that you're dropping turn 1. You can. Uh, it's pretty good. Maybe there's like, is there a way to accelerate energy onto this that I'm not thinking of? Oh, you can Crispin,
Trumpet. Crispin, Trumpet.
Trumpet. Yeah, ooh, Trumpet's a good one.
We're talking about a lot of colorless cards today, and it's worth noting like Fan Rotom in format, Glass Trumpet in format, all those Bouffalants from earlier in format still. So there's a lot
Mm,
of interesting colorless synergy. Uh, but of course, as we all know, Watchtower in format. So with all this synergy, you pay a pretty heavy cost in like your getting teched against easily.
wait, that's true. Does Watchtower stop this? I'm pulling up the in play.
In
Oh, that's
play.
really. This got to be something I gotta drop in the Pokemon in play, both yours. So I assume like the ability would work under Watchtower because you're playing it from hand.
Enter your bench. Yeah,
That's an interesting rule. We gotta take that to the rule
it
chat.
might. It might work.
I
It
think,
kind of sounds like you could slap it down
yeah, because it's like,
in your hand.
yeah, it's interesting to be like, what does in play mean? So it's like, does it come into play whenever you use the ability? It seems like this is a question. If this card ever picks up Steam, that'll be like a regional, like, or judge question that they're
Yeah.
gonna take to the head judge.
Usually, if something like hits Pokemon in your hand and in your discard as well, it'll say so. Like Silent Bob
Yeah,
and Hex, they both specify that each player's the Pokemon in their hand also have no abilities. Um,
yes.
so I'm inclined to say that you could play Talonflame, but don't let this be an official source. Go ahead, ask your local TCG judge, and they'll happily inform you.
Yeah.
But there's lots of colorless support. Um, Maybe this is not the guy, but like, it's like a Noctowl that takes a prize.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
One card we do got though is this Ditto. Now this Ditto is interesting, and this is another Cooker's card for sure. This is colorless. It's got 70 HP, and for 2 energies, you can flip a coin. And if that coin is heads, you can search your deck for any Pokemon and make this Ditto that Pokemon. Um, this is kind of crazy. Of course, it's got another 2 energy problem wherein it costs 2, so the value of hitting it turn 1 is like super stunted in that way. Where it's like if you naturally have a Crispin, great, but like otherwise kind of, you know, not hitting it. But this is like this is super interesting, and we're getting it with that tool, which lets you reflip coins on your colorless
Mhm.
Pokemon's attacks. So you might get 2 chances at this, 75% to get into your turn 1 shenanigans. And especially in GLC, we suffer a little bit less. We have Trick Coin as like a backup. We have Glimwood, which you can play as a backup. We have DTE still in format, which does not impact this attack. Uh, what are you
Yeah,
thinking about this Ditto?
I think this is like a really interesting card. Uh, and GLC is like a lot more like viable. Like I think this card is actually not unviable because DTE is in there. And like some of the Pokemon, it's any Pokemon, right? So you can grab like stage twos. Is
Yep,
that correct?
yep,
So like the thing about it is you kind of have to examine cards and be like, is this good? Is this not good? Because like imagine you put this on, put that tool on, you hit a head and you just throw in like the like this lazy slacking.
yeah.
And your opponent has like you don't even really have to play the slack off and
No.
the other stuff. Like you can just play it, build your deck around like I'm gonna try and get this out turn one, turn two.
Oh shoot, my slacking has prized. I'm gonna get Archops instead.
Yeah, that's another one. Like you can grab this. There's a lot of like different routes in GLC where you can just
Mm.
grab stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, and if especially if you get it on turn one, the amount of things that are able to do that kind of damage to really punish you is like not that much. And you already have energy attached to it, which is like really good.
you're right. 2 energy.
Yeah. In standard, this is definitely like a cope card. Like there if we had like clip channels, like they do in other card games, I can
Yeah,
just imagine a YouTube short where somebody like Crispin's on and like chat, let's pray.
yeah, yeah.
Drop the prayer emoji in chat. And then
Just
they land
the
a heads
yeah,
and it's a Dragapult out.
yeah. Just the average little Dark Fury stream.
Oh yeah, I think Azul's gonna cook with this. Like I can already see it on the. I guess Azul is the only like clip farmer now. Well, I don't even know if he's clip farming. Anyway, I think this is a cool card.
No,
I
absolutely.
think that like if this was basics only, this card would be like pretty good. I guess the whole problem is that
You
ends
think it
your
would be
turn.
pretty good if it was basics only? I don't think so. I think,
If it
I
was
mean,
basics only for one, I think was the caveat that I
oh,
should
for
have
one.
added.
Okay, okay.
It's
Yeah.
like
Well, that's like 151 Ditto, you know?
yeah, which 151 Ditto was maybe like
That shit was good.
that
That
card
was
was
good.
tilting.
Yeah,
It was one of the I felt like the Terrapagos deck
yeah,
where it would spam it. That tilted me so hard too much because they always had Fan Rotom in their opening hand, and they would always Ditto for the exact card I did not want to see.
right, right. No, for real.
But maybe this is more tilting now that I think about it because it is a coin flip.
Yeah, true. And they can flip straight into their Dragapult. You could always just get a Dragapult off this.
Yeah, I'm already getting upset. But this card is like not going to get played probably in standard.
No.
In
No, it
GLC,
doesn't
like
seem like
I
shit.
think this card like will see like experimentation
Yeah.
in
No, that's
GLC
super
if
fun.
people like you're already playing so much like energy acceleration anyways.
Yeah.
And like how many decks are actually taking turn one knockouts? Oh, I guess
I
this
think
does get like absolutely sacked by fighting. But like so does colorless in general. Or anything in the active that you're playing in fighting is probably going down to a soul rock
yeah. I think we're sleeping
or
on
Okie dokie.
Archops a little bit. Because
True.
remember, like, Broken Lugia, like, there's so many good special energies that Colorless gets to just, like, tutor out. Like, you're gonna be seeing all that stupid shit that's, like, miss energy, draw energy. You're gonna be like, why doesn't my blank hit your blank? And it's like, because I have this dumbass energy on it. You know, they're gonna get everything powerful for the plus 20, DTE, and the powerful get to cancel it out. And Chops is just, like, huge, kinda.
True. And you also have like all that fossil support also as a fallback. So it's like
Yeah.
you have it's another avenue to get out your fossils. So if you're playing like a colorless fossil deck, which I guess oh you can also play the Aerodactyl with this. So if you want to like cheat out, this is like a second way to cheat out a fossil Pokemon. Or a third. There's so many ways to cheat these guys out now.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is cool. I think they need that because fossils are not good, as we've mentioned before.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm
The
excited.
Archeops.
It's gonna be a fossil revolution for GLC when that stadium and stuff hit from earlier.
Real. If I don't see people click with it at the 4K, so I don't even know 3K. Has that even
6K?
happened yet?
No, not
It's
yet.
in pitch black, right?
Yeah, they'll do Pitch Black next weekend, I think.
Okay.
Weekend after next weekend, 2 weeks.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, don't quote me on that. However, going back to the 30th anniversary set, we got this Alolan Exeggcutor. This stage one, it's grass, it evolves from Execute. Scale up is its ability. If you have 6 or more grass on it, it gets plus 250 HP. With 150 on it already, we're talking about 400 HP for having 6 grass energy on it. And then for 4 energy, you can swing 150 and heal 50 Mega Drain. This thing's kind of a big beefy monster. The amount of cards you need in play to get this thing to do its thing is a ton, right? Like you either need actually 6 energy or you need 3 plus your Meganium. Um, so we're already talking about like 2 Evos and 3 energy. But that's kind of Grass's bag. I mean, Grottle always is searching for the next Evo. Roserade is finding uh, Turffield is getting Evos, sometimes 2 Evos. Um, and Meganium's common in a lot of these decks. It's not. It's seeming like it's not the most dominant way to play grass right now, I guess, but um, this could be a strong reason to get it back into the fold, I'd say. Um, what's your thought? Because I know our locals had kind of mixed reaction.
Yeah, I think I was not paying attention that day. I think it's like a cool card. Like as you said, I think it clearly slots into uh, Rillaboom Meganium decks where they're already magnifying energy. They're duplicating that or duplicating and accelerating energy onto one Pokemon. Um, and in that regard, it's not that difficult to get it going. Uh, and then like another fact is like you're already playing a really good, or you can now play a really good execute, the propagate one, or it's like even if you're not using it, like it's still just like a good thing to have as like discard fodder.
Yeah,
So you have like a clear optimal basic that like even if you're not getting this out, it doesn't fit the meta or the matchup. You don't have like a true dead card, even though like the whole point of the card is that it gets sent to the discard over and over again.
right, right. Until
Um,
you bench it.
and like 150 is like pretty respectable.
Yeah. There's like
Of course, like
ascension execute as well. That's like
true.
even if you put your 3, you could put your energy on your egg ahead of time and then just ascension straight into the 400.
Yeah. And then there's like a lot of like really good grass support.
Yeah,
With the stadium that lets you evolve everything up,
yeah,
it's pretty good. Um, and like if you have your board set up, which like with grass is not always guaranteed, you can do this in one turn, right? 2 with Rillaboom, 1 from hand, Magnify to 6.
Yeah, you just gotta evolve. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
And you can evolve with the stadium for sure.
yeah. So there's the pieces there. It's just the perennial issue that grass kind of has where you're like a combo deck at your heart. And with prize cards, the chances of you prizing combo pieces and not being able to get them out is like pretty high,
Right.
especially in a deck that just wants to steamroll your opponent. Like I think there's potential, but if this card's a flop, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. No, we are talking about like you gotta set up 4 basics on turn 1, and like none of the
Mhm.
core 4 can get knocked out by Soul Rock. And then, you gotta hit your Roserade, Candy Forest, everything, like um
Mhm.
it is very much I like, as much as it griefs me all the time and wins games against me, I like Soul Rock for like this metaphorical timer I have to like set my board up in the early game, where it's like if you can't outpace the Soul Rock pressure with your basic spread of babies, then like your Evo deck maybe needs more work.
Yeah. Fighting is like kind of replacing Psychic as the new top dog. Or it
I
used
think
to be
so,
like,
yeah.
how are you gonna deal with Psychic? It's like I know at local, like I was going through the recent win history, and a fighting deck has won 5 tournaments in a row.
Whew.
And the only other deck that has won in that period was a dragon deck.
Nice.
And that person had already won with fighting within that 5 week stretch, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I lost those finals, man. That was almost a colorless badge.
Yeah, I
I laughed
remember
so
being
much.
there. Sad days.
No, but this card is chill, I think. Huge tank, and I think it's worth exploring.
Yeah, it's a cooker. I think it's like the value is there and the Disneyland combo is there. The problem is like, how are we gonna get annual passes to Disney World?
Right. Yeah, we gotta start in a nice neighborhood, basically.
True. On to the next.
Yeah, as we mentioned earlier, there's some extra support for these Rayquaza cards. Most notably, and most obviously, is this Adventuring Lantern. You're searching your deck for 1 basic fire energy and 1 basic lightning energy. You're putting them in your hand. This is like, a very specific professor's letter. Um, it gets only these 2 types of energy, but any card that goes like 2 for 1 like this is just super good on its own. I think worth noting on its own. Um, what do you think?
I think it's like it's good.
Set your Rayquaza. This will get the
Exactly.
fire for turn and then lightning for your belly bolt.
I I don't know. I'm not sold on Belly Bolt, but it's like it's good because you can do one and then Academy Ignite the other.
Yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yeah,
So
put
you
the
have
lightning on the
that.
belly bolt and put the fire. You don't even need to. No, you put the lightning on top because you need it for Rayquaza, and then just attach
Yes.
return whatever to Rayquaza.
Yes.
Holy
And
moly!
then and then you put the Mew in the active, and then you Electrike the second, and then you're doing 150, and then you can two hit a Dragapult.
Yes, yes, man, yes. No, for
But I think
sure.
this card is good. Like it's anytime you're able to get energy from your deck to your hand, it's like a pretty good effect. People are playing Energy Search that's just like one.
Yeah, that's a good card too.
I also think this is kind of good in GLC
Yeah.
because you can play this in Dragon And
True.
your Turbo
Wait.
Blaze Reshiram.
These are actually like the best two colors for dragon, I'm pretty sure. Like water would
Like
be kind
you,
of crazy, but
yeah,
this is like it's notably better than Vessel. I would definitely play this over Earth and Vessel, I think, in a dragon deck.
yeah. Like imagine how busted this is gonna be for you.
Yeah. Yeah, oh my god.
Because it's like a lot of decks are already playing Turbo Blaze, Reshiram.
Right.
Uh, and you have to like find that fire energy. And it's like, oh, I guess I have a fire energy and a lightning that you can do whatever you want with, and that's like two on board.
Yeah. Yeah, right away. Yeah, lightning great for your Raging Bolt, your baby Rayquaza, with the Breakthrough Assault. I know tons of people playing that because that swings for I think lightning colorless, um, and then maybe like it's like 110 for three. I don't know what it is. Uh, no, so I think it's Dragon Claw. I think it must be 130 for three. It's probably lightning fire
Yeah,
colorless too. Um,
it's
that's a good
busted.
shout. I like this in Dragon.
And it's I don't know. Maybe like I'm trying to think about like other types that just want two energy. I don't know if lightning or would want it because it's like, what are you gonna do with that fire energy? Is
Yeah,
fire gonna want it? I
I
don't
think
think
they have better
so. And
stuff.
then colorless is the other one that can use it. And it's like colorless, you can play fire, but then like, what are you doing with this lightning energy?
Yeah,
So I think it's like this is a dragon
Kecleon
card.
in the Kecleon Electro Power deck.
Hmm, interesting.
You never saw the Kecleon Electro Power technology?
No, I've seen it.
Okay,
It's just like, how is this?
okay. How is this
What do you
good
need?
in it? I don't know.
It's like okay, what are you gonna do with this again? I guess it's like you need that energy.
Yeah. I think you should have a solid plan for both energies to justify it, of
Yes.
course. Um,
So it's
yeah,
at what point do you just not play like this is lists are already tight for spots, and the obvious like swap for this is Vessel or Professor's Letter.
right.
And like in Dragon, we're like discarding cards in GLC can be like a little worse than in standard. Which of course it's not abysmal. Like there's a lot of like in discard effects or like just thinning.
Yeah, yeah. Regidrago.
But I guess you could also just play all three if you really are greedy and you really need energy.
Love energy. Yeah, for sure. As well, we got this awesome tool card. This is the Mega Rayquaza hat. Mega Rayquaza cap. It's a tool, and it's like a TM that doesn't fall off. So all the tools that gave us attacks previously, they were always like falling off, or like you used them once and they were done with. This thing, you stick it on there and it stays there. Thing's wearing the hat until it gets knocked out or whatever. Uh, the hat says you can use this attack. It's called Delta Gift. One colorless for each of your Pokemon that also have the Mega Rayquaza hat attached to it. Search your deck for a basic energy and attach it to that Pokemon. So everyone with a hat gets one energy from your deck straight to that Pokemon. Uh, I should barely need to mention it, but obviously designing with the new Rayquaza in mind. Put a bunch of hats on whoever you got, your Bouffalants or whatever, and then charge them up with your caps. You got like 4 energy in play. You just leave that where it is and then start swinging with your Rayquazas. A way to build up energy a lot at a time, but spread out kind of across your board. There may be like basics attackers, I should say, who want to wear this and like get 1 energy, but it's kind of hard for me to picture. What is your what is your thought? We also have that ace spec. There's like one ace spec which lets you get like 5
Yeah,
tools. So you can get
I
all
was
your
thinking of the
hats at
same thing.
once. Yeah.
That's another like LDF Azula combo.
Petrol
But
hat.
I Like I read this card whenever I like first woke up and like because people are posting in the spoilers like the new card reveal chat at like 1 a.m. So by the time I wake up and like go
Yeah.
work my job, like I can read all the discourse. And of course, like I don't read any of the takes on these cards, and I just read like what people are posting. And I thought it was like you could attach it to like one energy to all of your Pokemon, and I was like, oh, this is busted. And then I read that it had to have like
It's gotta have the hat on.
the caps on, and I was like, oh, this isn't that good.
No.
Because the optimal time to play this is like turn one, you attach this on, you attach your energy for turn, and then you like
Have three
do
other
it.
caps on three other basics.
Yeah, and then at that point, like you might just win the game because you're probably also running energy switch, and you can like do your attack turn two. But that never works.
Yeah.
And the chances of you like the amount of like pieces you need for this is like pretty high because you need a Pokemon, energy. This actually might be like a trolley deck.
Trolley.
Anyway,
Yeah, it could be.
this card would also be really good with Arven because you could trolley Arven, do this, and then like get another energy at minimum.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
But to get the value, it's like, are you really going to be running 4 Mega Rayquaza cap in your deck?
Yeah.
And I think the answer is probably
For turn one.
no, but maybe.
It's getting in the way of my 2/2 belly bolt. Last up, we got this stadium. Now, this stadium's quite unique. Quite unique. As some of you boomers may know, we used to have these legend cards. They were like 2 legendary Pokemon on them. Some of them, I think, just had 1. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was like Lugia and Ho-Oh. They both had legends. There were like 2 halves. The shit was like Yu-Gi-Oh! You would fuse them together and play them together. There was this awesome and fairly competitive deck called Legend Box that would just play like 24 legend cards or something like that. Like it was some insane number of cards. But anyways, this is Legendary Summit. It is a stadium that requires 2 cards. You play both halves at the same time. You got to have both halves in your hand. Individually, it seems like, for one, they have the same name. You can only run 4 of them. And 2, they are like specific halves. So you got to have the right half for each half. When you play it, any Pokemon who's knocked out by damage from one of your opponent's attacks, it's a colorless Pokemon, it gives up 1 less prize card. I think this is awesome and cool design. I'm super happy to see this legend gimmick come up again. This card seems like buns, low-key, and I don't have much more to say about it.
Yeah, I hope they make more of these kind of cards.
Yeah,
Like, if this is a one-off, that'd be like the corniest thing ever, if I'm going to be honest.
yeah.
Like, I also want to refute that Legend Box is competitive.
Oh, okay.
But there were legend cards that were good.
Yes.
Entei Raikou Legends was in Magnabor, and I think in the world's winning list. And Ross played Entei Suicune
Yeah.
Legend.
Or it was Deoxys
They played
Rayquaza.
one of them.
The Iron Hands
Oh,
one. Yeah.
yeah, no, that was the one in
In Magna.
Magna and Magnabor.
Yeah.
The Entei Raikou Legend was the one that people played
Yeah.
earlier.
They had some
Yeah,
crazy effects on them too. Like they were some good looking cards.
yeah, I think the Deoxys Rayquaza was just like Iron Hands.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like take an extra prize. There were like cool cards. They were just like kind of inconsistent. Um, but they were super powerful, super cool as well. So I like that they went back into the archives to get this card, but so many
Yeah,
of the other legend cards were just like not super playable, especially the Ho and the Lugia, which were like the first two,
yeah.
kind of mid. I hope they do more with this. I think this card is like not worth, because then it's just gonna get bumped by like
Freaking
Watchtower.
Watchtower, brother. It's
So like
like
once Watchtower
it's like
rotates,
you
maybe.
the colorless player has to literally like summon this epic two card combo stadium in order to like win a prize trade, and then they just get hit with the Watchtower that they're probably running like four of if this is the meta, you know what I mean? This is
Yeah,
this I don't think we're going very far with this card.
I already know on the Pokemon TCG Reddit, somebody's gonna be like, this stupid Dragapult player got so lucky. I had a legendary summit and all of my dragons
All
or
my
all
belly bolts
my
were
Rayquazas
loaded
out.
up.
Everything I had 17 energy on my Rayquaza and there's no chance that he's gonna knock it out. And then he bumps it with Watchtower and then Dusknoir's
And
Phantom
then just
Dives knocks me out 6th tries turn. There's literally nothing I could have done.
nothing. No, for real. It's because you spent all your dang turn getting this stupid stadium in play.
Yeah, and it's like this
It's
is
so
also
awesome.
the war. Oh yeah, this might be the actual worst top deck ever. It's
top top
imagine
deck
you
this
need
into scoop would feel so good, man.
imagine you need a Fez for boss, and like your opponent needs to take like literally two more prizes, and you have like Kangaskhan in the active,
Yeah. This thing's a
and
mental destroyer when you top deck it. Holy moly. You top deck the wrong
yeah,
half too.
yeah, because you're probably also gonna have to run 2/2. So imagine you
Oh.
like you Fez into this, and you get like the two top halves.
Yeah, just like your halfling
Or
fez instead.
you get like unfair stamped and you just get like the two bottoms.
Oh, it's so good, yeah.
It's it's actually crazy. But is there like a one prize strategy you can do? Does this make Buffalon good?
Does this make Bouffalon good? We are getting that two cannon. I think two cannon is for one, the attack is like it's actually a huge number. And it draws a card. So like I think there are two cannon decks forming in Japan as we speak. Two cannon archetypes are
Mm.
being created by the hardworking Japanese folks, Pokemon fans, and they might have something for this deck. I mean, they might have something for this. I can't even call it a card for this stadium.
Abomination.
Abomination. Yeah, huge
Yeah.
Frankenstein stadium.
Take it in GLC.
It's playable in GLC.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think you
a
could ever
cast.
play it from your hands though. So I think it's in like Cherish Ball tier.
Yeah, but it's like a cast form enabler. You have another stadium.
Is this any is there a possible reason that I wouldn't play like two stadiums that like might interact with the game somehow? Or one stadium that might interact with the game somehow? Like I want it to be a dead stadium specifically.
What if there was like Erica's Invitation, but it was for stadium
For
cards?
stadiums.
Wouldn't that be kind
Ooh,
of a sick card?
that would be fun.
Like imagine your opponent is holding like Silent Lab, and
Right.
you're like, put that in the active. Who cares?
Yeah,
Or
let me have that.
Artisan.
Yeah,
Like your
yeah.
opponent's holding Artisan, like you like I don't know, tour guide it,
Yeah.
pull it in, use Artisan, and you just bump it out.
Right, right. You could like any Tinglu deck, you could like pull out one of their stadiums, hit it, and then bump it and get so far ahead in that stadium count.
Yeah. The worst thing about GLC is it's not played online, so you can't just like FF
Right.
whenever somebody does that.
Yeah, you gotta like sign the slip or whatever.
I guess setting the slip is like the actual FF button. Now that I think about it.
Yeah. Then we got some good shit coming for 30th anniversary set Storm Emeralda. If you're listening to this, you might have enjoyed already some Pitch Black pre-releases. So of course, good luck with your hits and stuff, I guess. But also like cook some shit. We want to see those deck lists. You could send us whatever. You could just send us like JPEGs of whatever like gold star card you pulled, and we'll pog it.
True.
Emails in the description. Submit anything there. We love to see
True.
decks, especially um, deck lists. Super fun to review and see what you guys got going on. We love to spotlight, of course, especially in the GLC world. But any standard brew you're cooking up, we'll throw that thing on the screen.
Yeah, we need more content.
Absolutely. I believe that is the Clubhouse podcast submissions at gmail.com.
Yes.
4 words, say them, and we're yours.
True. True. Also, Loki, if you want your email to be read, drop a comment saying you sent an email. We'll, we'll drop a like on it.
Yes. Yeah, if we were ignoring your emails, we're checking. You're checking, right? You're the email admin. But you can
Yeah, we
tag me
ain't
in
we ain't
stuff.
got anything.
Okay.
Actually, so I have an email here from should I redact the name? Who cares? It's from Bellevue University about undergraduate programs.
Oh shit.
Maybe a sponsorship from Bellevue University.
Yo, shout out to Bellevue University. Where are they at?
Bellevue? Anyway, yeah, I sent an email. Also, TikTok business reaching out.
TikTok
PNC.
business. Should we be on TikTok? I did see this like Austin Charles fan cam that kind of inspired me to the potential to Pokemon TCG content.
I I'm surprised there's not more. So I'm like deep on like League of Legends
Great.
TikTok right now. And like the edits that I'm seeing of these players who are just standing there like aura farming arms crossed
Right.
to like I don't know, Steven Universe songs is crazy.
It's not like Brazilian funk or whatever.
No, I think that'd be like Counter Strike.
Slowed and bass boosted. No, because I think the Counter Strike players are on like girly hyper pop EDM stuff. I
Oh
think you got it
really?
twisted, yeah. Because all the league, when I
I
see the league edits, it's like Twitch players, and it's like the up tempo hardcore, like you know what I'm saying?
all like electronic music kind of sounds the same to me.
No, that's so real.
Hey, you sent me for your concert. You sent me like the genres, and I was like, this means literally fucking nothing to me.
True. No, that's real. There's this awesome website called Ishker's Guide to Electronic Music, and it's kind of this old school website that has this big branching tree of electronic genres. And for each one, there is like a super cynical guy named Ishker who writes his description of it, and they're all just like, I don't know, he's crazy jaded, and he clearly like thinks this whole thing is pretty fucking stupid anyway. Uh, so I highly recommend looking at it if you're ever interested.
Should we tag in the description?
Yeah, we'll link Ishker's Guide to Electronic Music in the description. I got that
Yeah.
shit
Shout
bookmarked
out.
because it's just something I want to keep around. But absolutely, it's been a pleasure. We'll have all that stuff in the description. I've been David. You've been Austin. Any closing words you want to send us off with?
No, send us emails. We need more content.
Love you all.
We'll give a shout out. We'll link the Twitter. We'll drop a follow by our Twitter. Who cares?
Shout outs Bellevue University. Shout outs TikTok business and viewers such as yourself. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Cool.